Hello, children. Or not children. Anyway, I'm very tired. But we've got work to do. We have to go say hi to Eamon Flannigan. Eamon Flannigan in the Tuatha system. And I get to practice my flawless Irish accent. Yeah. You're supposed to talk on stream, Emily. Talk, 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 talk. Talk, talk, gossip, gossip. People like to gossip, gossip. People like to talk about the hottest topics of the day. Gossip, gossip, talk, talk. London to New York, York. Mountain tops they holler. Yoda and Sway, listen. I don't understand a flippin' word you just said to me. Why don't you nap off? Flippin' chatterbox. Blah, blah, blah. I forgot how good hyperspace drifting is. It's amazing. Like, ooh-wee, we fly. We flying, boys. We flying hard. Alright. Still nothing, huh? That's alright. Let's go. Rocks. Who are you fighting? You're not fighting anybody. You're just out here shooting at stuff. Oh, you'll be fine. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Oh, shit. I don't want no trouble. Excuse me, boys. Oh, it's Eamon. Hello? Hi. Alright. Okay. As soon as you land, you head straight to the dockmaster's office to ask about where you might find Flannigan. You're surprised to be told detailed instructions on how to find his office without even being asked why. As you head off to follow the directions given, you cannot help wondering about such lax security surrounding the leader of a military force. Your questions are all answered when you reach his office and enter to see a young man wearing the savage tattoos of an Auroran warrior dealing out a beating to 4 young men in wild geese uniforms on a large square padded mat. He's a badass. I love it. The ease with which he is humbling, highly trained soldier speaks volumes for his personal level of security. As soon as you enter, he calls a stop to the proceedings and tells his young students to take a 15-minute break before coming over and shaking your hand. I'm Eamon Flannigan, he introduces himself in an impossibly deep voice. And you must be this... Oh, God, I can't do deep Irish. Okay. And you must be this Ory'Hara Miranda keeps telling me about. Care to join me on the mat? He's going to kick her ass. Time after time, he makes you submit or collapse in pain. Never before have you felt so inadequate. After what seems like hours, you start to discern at the edges of your awareness a sense of a series of swirling patterns. Whenever you concentrate on them, they seem to slip your grasp, but the longer you spar, the more certain that somehow Eamon is deliberately guiding this somehow spiritual pattern to help him maintain his dominance. Not long after you make this realization, Eamon stops. I think you have been named well. Oh, this is exciting. I have never seen this before. He informs you in a slow, thoughtful manner. Nobody has ever become aware of the weave so quickly. I will train with you for the rest of today, he tells you, in a voice loud enough to reach the 4 students that had filed back into the room at some stage while you were sparring. And tomorrow morning, I will meet you in the bar, and I will try to answer the question Miranda wants you to ask. In the meantime, I want to show you a few techniques. Fuck. That's so good. Oh, I love that. It's so good. All right. In the bar. Okay. When you wake up the following morning, you decide that you have never felt worse in your life. It seems as if every muscle, sinew, and bone in your body is in excruciating pain. You decide that you have nothing to lose, so you go through a series of limbering up exercises Eamon taught you yesterday, and surprisingly enough, in about a half hour, you feel relatively okay. You walk down to the bar, where you recognize Eamon sitting at a dark table at the rear of the bar because of the intense stillness about him. You still cannot read the weaves as he calls the way he views the universe, but you know that nobody else around has the ability to control the space around them as utterly as he does. I wasn't expecting you to pick me out quite so easily. He congratulates you as you sit down. The speed with which you have picked up what you have is almost alarming. I have never even heard of someone learning to discern the weave so quickly. But tell me, why are you here? He goes on to ask, what does Miranda want now? You quickly outline the reasons behind the Polaris investigation of the Bureau. After giving him some of the details of the operation, you finish by telling him of Miranda's comments and asking him if he can be of any help. When you finish, Eamon leans back and looks down at the table. She certainly can pick them, he mutters quietly, shaking his head, smiling. I take it the Muhari have been concentrating on the major centers of Federation space? You nod, to which he shakes his head before continuing. The Bureau doesn't operate out in the open. They'll never find out much doing that. When you get back to Miranda, tell her to put somebody on New England. From there, they should be able to get on the right track. In the meantime, he tells you, rising, I suggest that you keep practicing your new skills, and I would look at training with a Nil Kimura, as they could definitely teach you a thing or two. Hot. Man, hot. That's so cool, man. I love it. Wild geese representative. Oh, I don't care. Guinness barrels, delicious. Well, anyway. All right. Let's get the fuck out of here. Why do you like me now? All right, whatever. Really wish I could do that, but I can't. All right. Soul, Tichel. Kania, Polaris, SPC, Mjolnir. All right. Let's get the heck out of here. Shit. Okay. New Ireland. Eamon Flannigan. Oh, shit. I don't want no trouble. I want no trouble with no federations. Alright. Alright. It's worth checking. A phoenix. I don't even remember what that is. But... oh, it's a marauder. Goodbye, marauder. Marauder? I just met her. Alright. Let's get the fuck back to Muhari. Baby. Actually, before that, let's go. Where is there a Nil Kimura system where there will be a bar? I guess there's not really any way of knowing, but let's go to Nilpasetra and just no, we'll just go. We'll just go, man. Go, gadget. Let's go. All right. I'll just drop by. Missions? No missions. Shit. How about the planet? Nope. Crap. Oh well. Oh wait, there's more things. Instead of projecting hyperspace around them and then moving out the tunneling organ. Wait. Experimental tunneling organ managed to emulate this remarkable capability. It is smaller. Tunneling organ Mark II. Beautiful. All right. That's much easier. Well, that's something at least. All right, I guess the crons are working. Oh, wow, that's much faster. Shit. All right. During the long journey from New Ireland to Ory'Hara, you while away the hours doing the exercises and practicing the techniques taught to you by Eamon. Within a week, you notice a definite improvement in your power and your speed. Day by day, you find it easier to focus on the patterns that surround everything around you. By the end of your journey, you can open your mind to the spiritual realm at will with only a few seconds of concentration. Never in your life have you felt more alive. It's so cool. As you pilot your way down to the surface, as you have done thousands of worlds before, you decide that if you ever get the chance, you will follow Eamon's advice and train with the Neil Kimura. If anyone can teach you more about the skills that you've only just begun to learn, it would be them. Now that your mind has been opened, you want to explore much further into this new universe that has been shown to you. Hot. Oh man, I love that shit. Okay. I'm a martial artist for anyone who doesn't know. Okay. When you land, you are met by Miranda's dark hair and pretty face. Before you can even begin to ask her about the Ory'Hara business, she holds up her hand and stops you short. I can't explain right now, she explains. Good writing. In answer to your unspoken questions, which startles you until you remember that Mudren said she was a telepath. I haven't slept for over a month now, and I didn't need to hear Eamon's answer in person so that I could act upon it immediately. I would be off trying to tie up about a dozen or so loose ends. Now, what did he say? You keep your peace long enough to tell her of his suggestion that she place somebody on New England. While she contemplates his answer, you open up your mind to become aware of the weaves around her. Without warning, she stops talking, and you sense the patterns around her, that she is aware of what you are doing. I see you got more than just an answer, she says shrewdly. Keep checking the mission BBSs. If I need you, that's how I'll reach you. Oh, so cool. All right. I would love... Oh, shit, that was fast. Okay. The Neil Kimura have sent word that a number of Auroran ships have begun gathering in the Fallen system. Sure. Apparently, our long-range scanning has detected a sustained buildup of activity in the Fallen system, and the Neil Kimura, having learned to trust you after your efforts defending the border against the Federation, would like you to land on the Fallen station in that system. They just want you to have a look around, but stay on your toes. The Aurorans are a tough bunch, and they like to test themselves against us, for they deem us to be worthy opponents. Cool, man. Okay. Okay. So what's the difference? It's the same. It's the same operation. It's just a different type. Maybe it's a Polaris mass retool, whatever. All right. Just for shits, let's go to Virocal. Shits and or giggles. Verasay. I don't know if there's going to be another mission here. I don't think there is. I think it's all crons from here. But never hurts to check. Never hurts to check. Ah, would you like some money to go and defend Nila Mjolnir? That's the Fallen system. There's Mjolnir. Fuck it. We got time. All right. Let's go, baby. Never hurts to make a couple of bucks on the side. Side, baby. All right. I think in order to get to the Fallen system, I either have to go that way or that way. But who cares? We're going to Mjolnir. Nila Mjolnir. Holy fucking shit. Alright. We're still going to play it safe. Panapna. Zakranka. Mjolnir. Okay, and immediately. Hello. Lol. That was fun. All right. That was fun. Love making a quick buck fighting like a coward. All right. So how in the heck do I get there? Is it this way? Let's find out. Zakrana. Panapna. Unexplored. Ah. Boys all right? I guess you boys are fine. I forget sometimes how fucking badass the Polaris actually are. Yeah, no. Nothing for me yet. Is it this way? Probably not. Oh shit. Bye. Alright. Yes, this is the way. From the Ferris system. Let's go. Alright, what is actually my mission? Head down to the Fallen system to investigate the Auroran activity surrounding. Ooh. No. Sure is a lot of Auroran activity surrounding this station. Alright. Ah, fuck. Come on, boys. You ain't gotta be like that. Come on. Come on. I think that's enough. And we might pass through their range here. Oh, fuck, we are in their range. Come on. Hey, fuck! Fuck you. Fine. We'll bitch out. Man, I hate these things. Friggin' Aurorans. Alright. Come to me. Come on. Close. Okay. As soon as you land, you are met by a single elderly Auroran warrior who appears to be covered in tattoos from head to toe. So the Polaris have discovered us here again. He rumbles quietly. Your people are indeed resourceful. As he talks, a steady and orderly stream of warriors exits surrounding buildings until you are facing exactly 100. 100. Holy shit. Okay. 100 Auroran warriors. Still, the original warrior ruminates slowly. It would be interesting to see if they have as much warning this time if we launch immediately and destroy their spy. He looks at you and smiles almost wickedly. Don't worry, we won't cut you down here. It isn't really a fair fight, but you will leave this place immediately and we will pursue you. With your fancy ship, that's fair enough by my standards. We will see just how capable you are. With that, he nods to a couple of his warriors who walk you back into your ship and close the hatch behind you. As soon as you get back to the bridge, you resolve to try to head back to Nila Ya in the Nilikro system simply because it is the closest Polaris system. As soon as you begin warming up, it's time to go. All right. As soon as you begin warming up your engines, you hear the radio buzzing with an alert call from the Aurorans informing all ships that you are to be shit. Whoo! Bye. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Fuck. Nope. I'm dead. Damn. Oh shit. Zombie. Let's try that again. Shall we? Shit. Fuck, I forgot to set a course. Okay. Let's get the fuck out of here. Cloak immediately. I'm not here. I was never here. Man. Snuck up on him. Whew! Oh man, okay. What time is it? Oh, we got time. All right, we got loads of time. As soon as you land, your ship is surrounded by groups of Neil Kimura warriors who are all awestruck at the damage to the various parts of your ship. You really are, Ory'Hara, says one old warrior as he looks over your ship. Who else could survive with his level of training? Survive that with his level of training. Perhaps Master Arando should hear of this. Ooh, we meet the master! Okay, he turns to you and looks you up and down. Not only do you have a good heart, he comments quietly, but you have good skill and more than a touch of luck about you. It appears that you are capable of putting the rudimentary weave skills you have to good use. Now, while your mission was technically a failure, a donation of 100,000 credits has been transferred into your account for your efforts on behalf of the Polaris. Very few people have the heart to do what you did, and even fewer have survived to return to us. So you will find that we will do what we can to look after you. Hopefully, he grimaces, the money should cover the expenses to nurse your poor ship back to health. How she survived that beating, I have no idea. Okay. In case she needs to contact you, Miranda would like you to keep looking at the mission BBSs. I will. Okay. Still nothing, huh? That's fine. Missions. Oh yeah, the Neil Kimura don't actually have missions for me. That's alright. Let's go over there. Trevisar. Anybody home? Are we in trouble? No, we're fine. Okay, good. Keyless. Land. Okay. Nothing in the bar. Mission Ory'Hara. I have set a few things in motion. I am now ready to act on Eamon's suggestion. Of course. I've been in contact with Mu Evelyn, and he has managed to uncover some disturbing information about the Bureau that backs up Eamon's suggestion to place an agent on New England in the Wolf 359 system. Mufa Ren will be waiting for you to pick her up in the Treyar Helonis in the Trelica system. If anything comes up between now and then, she will be provided with the details so that she can pass it on to you when you see her. Okay, let's go get her. I always thought Trey Helonis was pretty cool, conceptually. It's a good name for it, too, for what it is, you know? Because it's like Helonis. Halo is like a star, and Helonis is like the ring world. It's cool, you know? Alright. Upon landing, you are greeted by a stunning woman with ash blonde hair. No. And big blue eyes. Hi, I'm Mu Faren. She introduces herself delicately, and if I'm not mistaken, you are Ory'Hara? You nod, wondering if she too is testing you as well. If she too is somehow testing you as well. As you think this, you almost reflexively open your mind and begin observing the way she moves the weaves around her. Almost at once, you sense that she can detect you observing her in this deeper fashion, and you surmise that she is a telepath. Oh no, she shakes her head at your unspoken questions. I have heard of a great many of your deeds and have heard even more about the way you are developing. I guess that you could call me a believer of sorts. I think that you will become the Ory'Hara the legends speak of. In the meantime, I believe we need to get to New England in the Wolf 359 system. Let's go. All right. This will be interesting. Okay. Because they don't like me there. Yeah, they don't like me. But let's just go for it, man. Let's go for it. You know? Let's just do it. Alright. Nil Cafe. Outbound. Let's land on outbound. Nice. Rebel scum. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay. This will be fun. Cania, Titchell, Soul, Wolf. Who lives in Aldebaran? Oh, they just don't care if I land. That's nice of them. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And no doubt Wolf is going to be barricaded. So we're going to want to bitch out a little bit. Fuck. Bye. Okay. And now we disappear. Oh dear. They are here for me. Fuck. Alright. Shit. Rage gunboats. All right. It's worth a shot. But we'll 9 o'clock news our way around. Excuse me. Can you not shoot at me? Thank you. Okay. It turns out that Mufaren spent the early years of her life training as a Neil Kimura, and that therefore she is one of the most accomplished warriors within the Muhari. So early on in the voyage, you ask her if she could continue the training started by Eamon Flannigan. Day after day in hyperspace, she pushes your body and your mind to new limits, reveling in how quickly you learn. Within days, you learn to fall into observing the weaves of life, and as she calls it, without any effort at all. A few days more, and you realize that you find the more normal forms of observation, sight, sound more taxing to use than this level of spiritual awareness, which has become very relaxing. By the end of your voyage, you have even crudely affected the waves around you to create, in effect, your own weaves. I need to say weaves, not waves. The weaves of life. It's such a hard word to say. Not only in the time you spent with her, not once in the time you spent with her did you even come close to even matching Mufaren's skill, but in the few weeks you have spent under her tuition, sure, you know that you have made enormous leaps forward. You truly must be Ory'Hara, she informs you in her quiet, delicate manner as she helps you with your post-flight routine. Nobody else could learn what you have this fast. Young Neil Kimura take years to learn what you have, and Muhari, with no prior warrior training, take even longer. After a short pause, you turn to ask her if she can tell you anything about why Miranda began calling you Ory'Hara. She looks at you for a long moment before replying. We find out. Ory'Hara is a legend passed down to us by the Velos, she says sadly. After they saved us from the Colonial Council, they said that the time of disunity we had begun would finally be ended by one who would become known as Ory'Hara. Over the past 6 centuries, we have been waiting for you, so that we can finally be rejoined with the rest of humanity. To learn any more than that, she continues with a sad sigh, you will have to talk to one of the remaining Velos. Only they know more. You watch on, bemused, as she casually walks away. You and shipping. Oh, can I buy anything interesting here? Would it be worth it to get a port and polish? Allowing anybody so you can get that little bit of extras, but it's not a bad idea. That's right, I forgot that this is a thing that we can get. It just makes your ship slightly better. Why not? Okay. Wait, what the fuck are we doing now? Is there a mission? I think the mission is we go back to Polaris space. Okay. They might try to kill me. As soon as I leave, they might try to kill me. So let's go. No, fuck you. Not interested in your shit. They killed my boy! Oh, they killed my pirate boy. Aw. That's alright. See ya. I gotta go. Gotta go. See you later. Oh, that's a fun little fight. Oh, shit. Oh, it's Argosy. Hey! Another one! Just for me. Aww. Man. Oh well. That's alright. I would love to have an escort of a rage gunboat. Okay. Misiones. Alright, you still got nothing for me? That's alright. Let's head back into Polaris space proper. Alright. I suspect a big piece of the, whatchamacallit, the fucking, speed run is going to be the afterburner. Yeah. Varash, Vera Plasat. Right, I don't need to do any shopping. What am I doing? Alright. I don't actually know what the next step is, but let's go back to Muhari anyway. Just in case the Kron has happened. And that's okay if it hasn't, because if we don't know what's going on, we can always find out with the handy dandy guide. Oh shit, okay. Well, sure. As you slowly walk down the ramp, practicing your weaves as you go, you sense a familiar flow coming towards you. You look up to see the deep auburn hair and happy smile of Miranda as she enters the bar. I see you've been working hard. She compliments you regarding your new abilities. Every time I meet you, you seem to have noticeably improved. But that's not why I'm here. She shakes her head, losing her smile. We have discovered that New England is the secret headquarters of the Bureau, and with a little digging, we have now managed to verify quite a number of the claims made by the rebels regarding the actions of the Bureau. I will spare you the details, but it isn't pretty. Many of the things done by the Bureau can best be described as sickening. Anyway, Miranda continues, shaking off her grim mood. We need someone to head over to the rebels and inform them that we are prepared to open diplomatic ties with them. Yes, of course I will. I knew I could count on you, smiles Miranda happily. You are always prepared to help out. Getting back to the point, tell the rebels that we are prepared to allow them to send a single diplomat to stay on Kellar E, along with whatever staff he or she needs. All the normal diplomatic rules apply, diplomatic immunity and the like. While you are there, she laughs quietly, you can tell them to stop trying to hide their copies of our dragon. We don't mind that they have started producing them, as they are probably the least combat capable of our craft. What? That's my ship. I have a dragon. I want a better ship, man. Come on. We have no problems with helping out our new friends by allowing them access to the original schematics. We are, however, very interested in finding out how they managed to get the plans in the first place. Another thing, Miranda continues more seriously. Avoid all Federation vessels as much as possible. Now that we know more of the Bureau, we know they have access to the sensor logs of all Federation vessels. Avoid the Federation. Understood. Okay. I still can't get the multi-jump. But I can buy a striker. Oh, but the dragon is better. So, a striker is effectively worthless. Too bad. I like how she was like the striker, or the dragon is the least capable, but the striker is like less money. Let's see. What's the difference? A striker has 600 shields, 300 armor, is very maneuverable, 30-20, 10 jumps. This would have been a good starter. 600, 300. What does the dragon have? Oh, dragons are far less defended. That explains why I keep getting fucked up. Okay, I understand now. That's alright. I'm gonna hold off until you have something better for me. Which I know you do. I know you do. Bitch. She's not a bitch, I like her. I actually like her a lot. Embarrassing. Let's just drop by. Let's just drop by the weapons research facility. Nope, no multi-jumps for me. Sorry. Oh well. Darn. All right. Okay, we've got a little time. Off to Rebel 2. And we need to avoid Federation patrols. Okay. Flying through Wraith space is probably the safest way to do that. It's not going to be fun, but we can do it. Okay. Let's head to Nessa. I almost feel like I should get a striker. I also feel like the dragon is more versatile. You know? I don't know. I also like the look of it better. I think it's prettier. Meh. Yeah. I keep checking because the multi-jump organ is going to be a game changer once I have it. Okay. This is going to suck. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And my fusion reactor will get me that 11th jump on the way. Easily. All right, off we go. Hopefully the Wraith won't come after me. Fiorisos. Terry dead. This is the risky part. Shit. Oh, fuck. I don't want no shit with the crate. Or whatever the hell it was. The crypt. The crypt. I don't want no shit with the crypt. Okay. Upon landing, you are given a semi-official welcome by Dr. Pentecost and General Smart. Welcome back, Ory'Hara, begins Dr. Pentecost. We apologize for the lack of ceremony, but we were only made aware of your approach when our sensors picked you up by entering the system. You wave away his apology, telling him it does not matter. Would you care to accompany us to a more private place to talk? Asks General Smart, taking over as you nod and ask him to lead on. Three of you make your way to an empty office above that of the dockmaster. So how can we help you? Asks Dr. Pentecost after you all sit down. You quickly explain that the Polaris have managed to verify many of the claims that they had made against the Bureau after a great deal of searching inside Federation space. The Bureau certainly knows how to go about hiding its dirty laundry. General Smart nods in acknowledgement of the difficulty in investigating the Bureau, but that still doesn't explain why you're here. With a slight grin, you tell them that you have been authorized by the Polaris government to make an offer of open diplomatic ties with the rebellion. After summarizing the terms of the offer, you add that the Polaris are more than prepared to allow the rebels to continue producing the Dragon ships, and that they are willing to release the original plans to them to help in making them more combat capable. Both rebel leaders have the good grace to look a little sheepish. Well, this is good news, explains Dr. Pentecost with a genuine smile after recovering from his momentary embarrassment. We would definitely like to open diplomatic ties with the Polaris, and the terms don't seem to be unreasonable. However, we cannot make this decision without talking to our fellow leaders, and we need a couple of hours to talk to all of them. If you could wait for us in the bar, we will have your answer in, say, 2 hours. Captain Lenora to the Baba. You can please something the. Man, I dream. All right. Anyway. The bar. Okay. As you sit quietly sipping your second drink with your new powers of observation, you sense the imminent arrival of Dr. Pentecost and General Smart. When they enter the room together, you can tell by the weaves around them that they are both very happy. You guess that the rebels are excited that someone has not only independently corroborated their findings, but is prepared to help them in their struggle against the Bureau. As the two of you As the two of them walk over, you sense that everybody in the bar has turned their attention to you. We have spoken to the rest of the rebel leaders, Dr. Pentecost begins formally, and we have decided by unanimous vote to accept the Polaris offer to open diplomatic talks. The first ambassador will be Dr. Pentecost himself. General Smart takes over. But once he has set up our embassy, he will be replaced as he is far too valuable to our cause to be away for too long. Well, I'm ready to leave as soon as we can. Shall we launch? Dr. Pentecost asks you seriously. Oh, without batting an eyelid, you answer that the Polaris are prepared to begin whenever the rebels are ready. Then can you pass a message on to them that we will need a few guides, he replies quietly, to show us the way to and from the Polaris capital. You smile and ask if it would be possible for the lead elements of the embassy to be loaded aboard your ship and that a rebel ship follow you from here to Kelari in the Kalari system. Good idea, agrees General Smart before turning to Dr. Pentecost. How long until you can be ready to leave with what you need to start putting together the embassy? A few hours, no more. You stand up and say that you will be waiting on board your ship to help with the loading of his equipment. With a nod to the two rebel leaders and a quick look around the rest of the patrons, you head out of the bar, aware from the weaves emanating from everyone in the room that they are all very happy with the outcome of the impromptu meeting. Hell yeah. Ambassador. Why does the ambassador take up 8 tons of space? All right, anyway. I don't feel safe going that close to Fed space, so let's just do this. I'm just going to go out of our way to avoid Federation space, because I do not trust. I wonder if I can get around that way. That might be better, so I don't have to go through Shield. All right, fine. I'll go that way. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, that's actually better. All right. Oh, crap. Okay, let's zoom in. Calorie. All right, here we go. You know, I really would have thought that the Dragon was more of a combat ship. I don't know why it's so expensive then. Maybe it's because it's like multi-purpose, whatever. You are met by Bis Andrea and the heads of the 5 castes as you escort Dr. Pentecost off your ship. We have been sickened upon discovering some of the actions undertaken in the name of the Bureau, announces Bis Andrea in an official tone after you make the initial introductions. And we make a pledge to support you in your fight against this evil organization. I can only express the overwhelming gratitude of everybody in the rebel cause, Dr. Pentecost answers with humility. that the mighty and somewhat mysterious Polaris have, of their own accord, decided to aid us. We will strive to be worthy of your support. After a few more official yet short speeches of welcome, Bissandrea turns to you. It seems day by day that we are coming to depend on you more, she says shrewdly. The longer you wear the name Ory'Hara, the more it seems to suit you. Regardless, she continues quietly, we thank you for your services to the Polaris people. Thanks, I guess. What do I do now? It's a funny joke. All right. I think that the answer is we go hang out with the Neil Kimura a little bit. Let's go to Neil Pacetra. And then Muhari, of course. I expect they'll bug me. You know, I really love to have one of those big-ass ravens. They look cool as hell. To my understanding, those are, like, the most badass ship. Period. Or a scarab. Oh, a scarab would be great. Okay. Nope. Nobody here wants to talk to me. The multi-jump organ boys! Alright. 10 jumps? 10? What? What? That's bananas. That changes everything. Yes. Yes. It changes fucking everything. Whoa, man. Oh, I'm so glad I did that. All right. That means I can basically just zip from bip to dip and do a little bit of skip. Let's drop by Ory'Hara. Hey, okay. As you go through your post-flight routine with new powers of observation, you expand your awareness out into the space around your ship, and you immediately sense the familiar echoes that indicate Miranda is waiting for you outside. When you finally finish, you head out to talk to her. I see that you are still practicing, she smiles, but you sense a cautionary note behind her facade, and you bring into being a weave indicating your curiosity. Those of us who have learned to at least guide our own weaves, after a period of learning, choose to control our weaves so as to not overly influence those around us. You suddenly understand that she is not here to send you on another mission, but that she is concerned about your training and your well-being. That's so sweet. That's right, she answers gently, but I'm not the only one. Many Polarians are worried that you cannot continue learning at the rate you have without at least a little guidance and help. Are you prepared to listen to some advice? Yes. Nobody knows more about all aspects of martial arts and the spirituality behind them than the Neil Kimura. Oh, man. Fucking martial arts, hell yeah. Miranda explains. Your talents are so great that nobody else could hope to keep up with you. The head of the Warriors' physical combat school has asked if he could have the honor of training you. Shit, man. His name is Arando, and if ever anyone could train you to your maximum potential, it would be him. The Warriors have a tradition of physical challenges, and in 70 years, nobody has ever bested him in any form of physical combat. He lives in a mountain range on the warrior caste homeworld, where he trains his students, who are those who have chosen to be the next generation of masters in the 3 warrior caste training worlds. He will be waiting for your arrival. Your time with him will be hard, Miranda breathes quietly, and you sense her thoughts are far away from the present. But you will not learn more from anyone else. Oh shit. It's way the fuck out there. 2, 3, 4. Alright. Got anything for me? Nope. How about here? Nope. I don't really want a striker. I'm gonna wait until I can buy the next thing. A scarab. Oh man, that's awesome. Hell yeah. That's so good. Neil Kimoria. The Purgatory. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, dude, that's so sexy. All right. As soon as you land, you are met by a gray cloaked Neil Kimoria named Drengar, who takes you to the Arando's mountain retreat. You learn that he is one of Arando's students, and you are soon introduced to Orando himself. I have heard much about you, Ory'Hara, rumbles the surprisingly small Orando, looking you over with his faded brown gray eyes. I am greatly honored that you have thought me worthy to teach you. I will work hard to live up to that honor. Over the following months, you learn that this man is a master among masters, obviously. All of his students are well on their way to becoming masters in their own right. And at the start, you are hopelessly outclassed by all of them. Hell yeah. As the days turn into weeks and the weeks into months, you can see the constant effects of the physical and mental training start to pay off. Soon you are picking up on the weaves of some of Arando's students before they themselves do, and in no time you are beginning to hold your own. Hell yeah. However, you soon realize that your abilities differ from everyone here. They fight by weaving increasingly complex patterns around each other until a mistake is made, and while you become highly proficient at this, you soon learn that your talents go beyond theirs. Almost intuitively, you start dancing into the unaffected spaces between their weaves, and before long, only Arando himself, whose weaves are so complex that the space around him is nearly filled with his spirit, can best you. Your view of the universe is different from mine, he muses to you after training one day. I can create my weaves out around me, extending my awareness and so bending the universe to my will. But your awareness seems to lend itself to blending with the universe, so that it becomes an extension of you, or you of it. I think perhaps you should leave here, he tells you thoughtfully. I cannot guide you toward the questions that you must ask, so you must search for them yourself, and I need some time to discover their answers. It's fucking cryptic as hell. All right, man. Thanks. I guess. It's cryptic as fuck, man. Sure. I guess I'll leave. You want some ice cat pelts? Guess I'll leave. Dang, man. Oh shit, we can multi-jump all over the place, boy. Whatever. Alright, let's head back to Muhari. And we'll call it a night. Connell. Alright. As you almost absent-mindedly go through your post-flight routine, you find yourself concentrating on the ebbs and flows of the universe when you sense a familiar presence. You turn around to see a grinning Pagina coming toward you. Ory'Hara, it is good to see you again, he says, happy in his bookish way. I've been trying to find you for quite some time. You shake his hand and invite him to sit down, asking him what was so important he's been trying to chase you down. Well, we've been going over the sensor logs from your missions to the rebels, and we have found something that we believe needs more attention. I was wondering if you could help us out again. Of course I can. Who messaged me from work? Oh, whatever. Okay. We noticed an odd-looking ship in the Coria system. Vegeta explains in his quiet voice. You may remember it being identified as a crypt pod. Anyway, we've been trying to identify it ever since we learned about it, he continues thoughtfully. Unfortunately, the only reference to the crypt we have found comes with some of the most ancient archives referring to a group of Velos that we dealt with when they rescued us from the Colonial Council nearly 7 centuries ago. So we want you to go and see the Velos who is posted to Kane University on Earth. I believe his name is Lirel, and ask him if he can help us with our inquiries. Once you have done that, meet me on parade and we will talk further. You tell him that you would be glad to help him to try and uncover the mystery, shake his hand, and head back to your ship to begin preparing for the long trip to Earth. You cannot help but wonder if Lyrel is the Velos who met you all that time ago on Sol. That is a lovely stopping point